Hey guys, it's John here. It is after my coffee this morning, but I wanted to make this video. It's been on my mind. The other day, Salman Rushdie was attacked and critically wounded. And I wanted to jump on here to say a couple things. The attacker was not Muslim. Let me say that again. The attacker was not a Muslim. You see, Islam means peace, purity, or submission to God. Right? Peace, purity, or submission to God. In Islam, God is a loving, caring God who provides all. So, the word Muslim means follower of God. It also means follower of peace, because the definition of Islam is peace and purity and submission to God. So to be a Muslim means you are a follower of peace, purity, and submission to God. So the very act of running on stage and stabbing Salman Rushdie was not an act of a Muslim. It was an act of a jihadist. Now let's talk about jihadists. There are many people who today say that jihad is the sixth pillar of Islam. It's not true. There are 5 pillars of Islam. The interpretation that there's a sixth pillar of Islam is by people who want to wage war, who want to affect, harm, and force people to their way of thinking. In Islam, the actual Quran says don't try to convert people. It actually says they're separate, and they will not come to a loving God because they believe differently. But it doesn't say try to convert them. In the Quran, it's all about you making your own choice to be a Muslim. So the attack on Salman Rushdie, he wasn't a Muslim. The jihadists are not Muslims, because the jihadists are waging war and against the West. What they are is they're terrorists. That's what they are, because what they're doing is waging fear to get people to recognize them or understand their way. It's no different from the guys who showed up this morning in the FBI at the FBI office carrying their AR-15s. They're terrorists. They're there to wage fear. And stand outside and say, "Look, I've got a gun." They're no better than the Taliban, as far as I'm concerned. They're literally out there to scare people, and that's not peaceful. That's not loving. And quite honestly, when you look at the whole concept of this, God is love, and if you are truly a follower of God, then you would do loving things. You would live a loving life. The other Islam. So we talked about jihadists. Now let's talk about after the attack on Salman Rushdie. What did the guy say? He says the fatwa is complete. You look up the word fatwa. What does it mean? It's the order by a religious leader. It's not from the Quran. It's from somebody who believes in a militaristic view that Salman Rushdie should be harmed. So even the leader's not a Muslim, because to be a Muslim, means you follow peace, purity, and submission to God, who is a loving, caring God. So all you're seeing when you see these violent actions is realize that it's just waging fear. It's not done by Muslims, because to be Muslim means you would never do these things. It's the same thing for Christians. To be Christian, you would never do these things. I mean, there have been Christians who have bombed abortion clinics. There have been Christians who started World War II. There have been, Adolf Hitler claimed to be a Christian. And there have been more deaths in and violent attacks in the name of Jesus Christ than there was of any other prophet or teacher or deity or Messiah. All religion comes down to this: interpretation. And people who want power and want to be right will interpret it in a way that it will eventually turn violent, because it's literally saying, you have to take my way of my view, and I'm going to submit you into believing what I believe. And the reality of it is God is love, and the people who are doing these things, be they Muslim or Christian or any other kind of religion, the ones who are doing violent acts aren't following religion. They're following power-hungry people within religions. They're following people who are getting, either powerful or rich within a religion. But you don't need a religion to follow God. You don't need the rules and the principles of any religion to follow God. You don't need to find God within a religion. God is with you in every step of every day, and God is love. So this video is about defense of Muslims, because true Muslims are followers of peace and purity. True Muslims like kindness. Muhammad said, "He who knows not kindness has no faith." So if you don't know kindness, then you're not a Muslim, because you don't have the faith. And that's the key, is to realize that in all physical world religious structures, there's going to be people who manipulate it for power. Because the second you start wrapping rules and regulations around something far more simple, which is love and a loving God, then you've just created the reasons why you can attack people. You've just created the reasons why you can harm somebody. You just created the reasons why a religious leader can say, I have a fatwa to go get Salman Rushdie. It's a sad state of affairs. But peace and love is what God is. And this man who attacked Salman Rushdie was not of peace and love. And so he wasn't a Muslim. So don't take it out on any other religion, or don't get on a high horse because of yours. Because in reality, there are transgressions in all of them. And until we strip away those constructs, those rules, those principles, and come back to pure love, then we're going to stay lost. A little plane flying over telling me it's time to end this video. So that was my thought on this. I after seeing the fact that Salman Rushdie is now able to speak again, that made me feel a little bit better, that he survived it. But I don't want people to judge Muslims by this act of a non-Muslim, because there's no way he's a Muslim, because nothing he did was of peace and purity or submission to a loving God. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you so much for your support of the channel. Every day I pour my heart into creating these videos so that they bring value. That's my goal. That's my intention. And if they have brought value to you, and you have the means, directly below this video, you're going to see a donation link. You can donate as little or as much as you'd like if you have found value. Also, you can go to johnofnew.com, pick up my regression, which is the moment of me meeting Jeshua and witnessing the crucifixion is on that regression. My meditations, my mini courses, even prints of my Jeshua painting are available on the johnofnew.com website. So if you have the means and you would like to make a purchase or make a donation, please feel free, because this channel solely exists by your generosity. And I am completely grateful to you for allowing me to speak my truth and hopefully bringing value to you. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.